Okay, so we watched State of Play last night. I watched it in bed because I'm an old boomer and then I fell straight asleep. But I'm up now. We're going to go through what I liked about State of Play, what I'm excited for. We're going to skip the stuff that I'm not. So apologies if you're, really into something that isn't my jam and I'm not really too pumped for. We'll mention it as we go along. It's all bookmarked here in the video. But we're just going to go over what I'm excited for and what I liked about State of Play last night. And there was more than I thought, to be honest, because I was going into it like, what are they going to reveal? Like Snake Eater, a couple of things. But there's a couple of games I am going to consider getting. So we need to look into this here. So let's get into the video. The first game was Luminaires Arise. That wasn't my jam. But then the next game they showed was Pragmata. Okay. And I really liked the look of this game. I really did. I really liked the look of this. It gave me like
the future. It isn't just a dream.
Dead Spacey vibes.
One we're turning into reality.
I was a big fan of Dead Space. Big fan.
With our third generation of Luna Filament and advanced generative AI,
I actually thought that when this first popped up, until it showed that vehicle there, I thought it was some sort of advert for something, like a legit thing. I was like, what's this? What's going on here? What are PlayStation doing? They're going in with some AI? Okay, let's do it.
Delphi Corporation.
But no, it's some corporation, now it turns to shit.
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
I thought it was going to be an outright horror game at the start, but graphics look lovely. Look really nice. And I'm all for futuristic stuff, you guys know this.
Whoa, hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something?
So I love this at the start. Look, I loved it when as soon as they showed this bit with the
Whoa, hang on a second.
the girl on the back there.
Name or something?
I absolutely love that. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's going to help you in combat. Very nice. I'm looking forward to this already.
Good. Get behind me.
I think I can help.
And she, like, you team up and do abilities and stuff, which is going to be cool.
Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through.
Like, it doesn't look too crazy, you know? There's not, like,
Bypassing first and second firewalls.
slashes and all that stuff all over the place. That's what I really like. It's kind of like it did give me Dead Spacey vibes, like I said. Pragmata. Really looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
D.I.
I said I am D.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
I think it might have been cool if you just called her Di. Or D. So that's coming in 2026. Looking forward to that one. Next up on the State of Play was Romeo is a Dead Man. Not really my type of game. I didn't really like the look of it. It looked a bit crazy. It looked a bit hectic for me, to be honest. Then they showed the new Silent Hill. We won't watch the footage. I'm not really into these games. I do play horror games sometimes when the community convinced me to. You know, they talk me into it. It just looked gross and creepy, like you'd expect any Silent Hill game to look. And I will be hard passing on that. It's a maybe for me. It's a maybe, depending on where we are. Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement. So this one looked okay. I'm gonna play some of the gameplay here without the audio. Okay. So these side-scrolling games, you know, I grew up playing side-scrolling games. I'm happy. I'm happy with, like, you know, the look of this and all that stuff. But can I get it in co-op? You know, can I get this stuff in co-op? You can see two characters running around here during the game. I'm not really sure if that means co-op or if you switch between both the characters. But give me these side scrollers in co-op. Like the most recent Prince of Persia game was a really good side scroller, and I know they're really good games. I'm just not into them, but I would be dragged into them, and I'd probably play them through to completion if they were two-player co-op. Like, what was it? Remember Trine? That was awesome. But like, this game looks really cool. The gameplay looks really cool. The graphics look fantastic. But can I get it in co-op is my question. If I can, I'll definitely consider it. If I can't, I'm just not interested, is the honest answer there. Then they showed Digimon Storytime. That's not my jam. So Final Fantasy Tactics, they did a big bit on Final Fantasy Tactics, okay? I played Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day. We won't watch the entire thing because this is like the biggest segment of the whole show. But basically, they are dropping a remake, a remaster, and the original Final Fantasy Tactics in one thing, coming to PS5 September 30th, 2025. So I will definitely be looking into that one for sure. Baby Steps is not something I'm into at all. It just looked a bit weird. You played as this guy that couldn't walk, then you had to like get him around. It kind of looked like that Don't Fall Down game or whatever a little bit, but not my jam at all. VR, nope, not for me. Side of Tomorrow, wasn't interested. Astrobot, I'm okay. Sea of Remnants, Sword of the Sea, all this stuff was kind of mid. Then this caught my eye. The Bond caught my eye.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain.
I want to watch this again, actually. I was very tired last night.
Grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in
It's very,
retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No.
From what I can tell, it's like Uncharted, like, but James Bond, in a way.
What he did in Iceland.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple.
Mm-hmm.
Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
He looks good. You know, I buy this young Bond for sure, straight away.
Do you have an appointment?
Kind of looks like Nathan Drake a little bit, to be honest.
Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Q! Is it Q?
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing
I don't think we got to see any gameplay in this. I can't remember, but it's all cutscenes and stuff, you know? Oh yeah, we got a bit of sneak in. See what I mean? Looks very Uncharted-like.
Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
That was a bit of gameplay there. Explosions look really good.
Time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
There's probably going to be some very cool chases, I imagine. This is the first I heard of this game, but I didn't even know that there was a Bond game in the making. First Light, very cool. That is definitely one to consider for sure. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
So then they go on to talk about basically you are playing as James Bond trying to earn his 00 status. So that's going to be cool. So they can do anything with this game, right? It doesn't have to stick to any of the stories or anything like that. So yeah, that's going to be a good one there for sure. What was it then? Fighting Souls. Yeah, didn't they show a bit of Snake Eater stuff? I could have sworn they did. So Fighting Souls, you know, I was a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom. Growing up, it's one of my favorite beat 'em ups ever. Fighting Souls is like basically it's Marvel lore, but they've added a bunch of like Gundam anime style lore into it, like costumes and all that stuff. It's basically 4v4 tag beat 'em up. Marvel vs. Capcom, I believe, was like 3v3, but the combos and stuff you could do were amazing. They do mention and after they watch all the gameplay here, they do mention that you don't have to be the kind of player that switches in and out really fast and stuff. You can just play as your leader, and the other three characters can support you. But this is my kind like this is the Marvel vs. Capcom beat 'em ups were up there with like Tekken and Street Fighter for me. I loved them. They were brilliant. They were absolutely fantastic. Me and my mates had hours and hours just fighting each other, kind of with the different combos, because you had like 50 different characters. It was awesome. Certain characters work different together. Certain characters have different ultimate moves where they all team up and do a crazy big move. So I was really excited about. I was really excited when I saw the combat and stuff. It looks like a big project. It's quite a big deal, you know, with the Marvel, because as soon as you take on Marvel nowadays, you're under the spotlight, and it could be a nightmare. But they go on to talk. Excuse me. They go on to talk about the project quite a lot here, and I reckon that is going to be a fun one. But again, if you're not heavily into your beat 'em ups, it's not really one that's going to pull you in and keep you there, right? So, but yeah, the game looks good. The game looks good. Okay, so I found the Snake Eater stuff. I think it was in the state of play video. It wasn't booked. It wasn't like a timestamp, so we skipped past it there. But here's the Snake Eater stuff. We're gonna watch this, okay? Because this is the thing I'm most excited for out of the entire event.
We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
I can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid again. I cannot wait.
That guy? No, he's close. Where did he go?
Look at the dude. Look at the look at that. Look at this freaking. Look at this crocodile helmet. The guys in Metal Gear Solid are so stupid, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this? It's a revolution.
All right, Commander.
Baby. Take this. Here comes another one. You won't get away from me. Time for you to taste some real pain. What's the matter?
I hope the combat isn't too much like the old ones, because it could be very daunting and stiff, you know. But yeah, this all looks fantastic. CQC, close quarters combat. I remember when they first brought that in, it was so good, dude. And obviously Konami got their crazy things, so like obviously we gotta hunt the Ape Escape guys. I think it's Ape Escape, right? And they always have their crazy little bits, didn't they, Konami? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I really am. So this part coming up, dude. This part coming up. Watch this. Look. Look, there he is. The active camo suit, and then look how he lies down on the rocks. Oh my god. Looks so good. And watch it again. Look, we're coming in. Oh, no. Here we go. Just looks like scenery, and then he appears. Dude, that's gonna be good. That's gonna make some awesome stealth gameplay. Really pumped for Snake Eater. Cannot wait for that. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. And again, like I said, I'm looking forward to playing a Metal Gear Solid game again. It's been ages. But I just hope that the combat holds up, because even when I went back to play Phantom Pain not that long ago, the combat was like, once you played a few hours, you'll be in. You'll be fine. I'm worried it'll put new players off. I'm worried it'll put new players off completely. But it's probably going to survive just on players who played Metal Gear Solid alone, right? Or everyone going back to it. So really pumped for that one. So yeah, that is my overall thoughts on State of Play. It was a good event. After I watched it last night, I was pretty tired. I went to bed and I think to myself, like, nothing really there other than Snake Eater, obviously, that, it got me pumped. It was like, there was no oh my god moments across the thing. But overall, I would say the event was good. It was good. There's some solid games in there. Was I hoping for a bit more? Yes. But, PlayStation deliver bangers all the time. So I'm sure they've got a bunch of stuff in the pipeline, but really pumped for Snake Eater. Let me know what you guys thought, what you liked about State of Play, what you were hoping they would include that they didn't maybe. Your thoughts on Snake Eater, your thoughts on Pragmata, all that stuff in the comments, guys. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you for the next video. Peace!